protesters angry at Victoria's proposed pandemic laws descended on Melbourne's CBD again yesterday in one of the biggest demonstrations seen this pandemic. It caps off a week of ugly pandemic politics and protests with no immediate end in sight.
For months, these streets lay empty as Melbourne became a city crippled by COVID lockdowns. That has lifted, but now it's demonstrations which are repeatedly bringing the CBD to a standstill.
Well, we're here to rally to see an end to vaccine mandates, forced vaccinations.
But people need to wake up and stop calling us the bad ones when we're all here, thousands upon thousands, fighting for everyone's rights, not just ours.
Not one, but two different protests. The first fighting Victoria's vaccine mandate and proposed pandemic laws, which would transfer powers from the Chief Health Officer and place it in the hands of the government of the day.
We're here to fight for our rights, our future, everybody's rights, vaccinated or not.
The second, significantly smaller demonstration rallying against far-right movements. An enormous police presence and riot squads were ready to intervene if the two crowds clashed, but that didn't eventuate. Relief after an at times disturbing week.
Protest is fine so long as it's peaceful and respectful.
I would say very closely that people need to exercise restraint and decorum and act peacefully and safely.
This is the freest Melbourne has been since the start of the pandemic, but the latest easing of restrictions has done little to deter or distract from the ongoing demonstrations. Among them, Independent Upper House MP Catherine Cummings. She helped the government delay a vote on its proposed pandemic bill, avoiding an embarrassing loss and buying it time to negotiate with crossbenchers to shore up support needed to get the bill through Parliament. But it doesn't have the numbers just yet.
There is a risk that crossbenchers will go weak. I hope that they hold firm and actually ensure that we stop this bad piece of legislation.
Others, unsurprisingly, showing no signs of backing down.
Now, we've said all along we accept that they need some sort of powers for quarantine and things like this, but we've said we're absolutely not going to support this idea of having a two-tiered society like what they've been talking about, especially when they don't even put an end date on it. So they've been saying, well, go through for most of 2022, for example. We just think that's totally unacceptable. People need certainty to be able to plan their lives.
It is a race against the clock. The existing state of emergency powers expire in mid-December and can't be extended. The government has just one sitting week left to get the laws through, or it will be left without a legal framework to enforce COVID rules.